Hello YouTube, I'm Whitesushi and today we are back with the next episode of my playthrough series. I've not been doing recently because I've been doing a lot of other tutorial guides which people ask for, such as the Chaos 6 progression guide. But anyway, we are back on the ramparts, I believe, since we did Greystone Plaza last episode. And I'm gonna show you guys my characters from where we left off. So I still have my Squire, which has all the items on him. Then I have my Apprentice, which I have no idea why I'm still using. My Hunters, who did a surprisingly amount of work last game, using the Oil and Flame Aura combo. And then my Monk, which is just for me to spam Flame Auras. Alright, so I'm gonna start building. Firstly, just drop down the walls. This map is pretty straightforward in terms of walls. Turtle them in near the spawn, something like this, what I'm doing right now. Let's go. Alright, that is done. Next up, we are gonna drop a flame aura in front of each wall, such that the flame aura covers the area in front of the wall. So just do something like this. I know the flame aura radius is pathetic. I'm really not used to this because on my properly geared characters, flame aura range is huge. So this is really weird to me. Next up, I'm gonna show you guys this very good poison placement. You want to place a poison dart tower here. You can really see the radius. You can see that at the stairs there's a bit of radius there. You know, it's really bugged for me. I have no idea why. And then you're gonna drop another poison dart tower over here, such that it covers the entire lane as well. You guys can see roughly the radius covering the entire lane. So how you really wanna spread it out such that their range does not overlap, but rather each other and cover the entire lane. I know you guys can't really see it properly. Really unfortunate why my game is buggy like this, but you know, being over here, just drop a poison dart like this. Then ideally you want to them towards you as well, so drop another one facing the spawn. More or less the lane is covered. We'll be standing here as well, of course. So we're gonna drop another poison dart somewhere here. Do. Come over to middle. Middle area is really straightforward. Drop a poison dart just facing the spawn. Look at this range, somewhere here. Then you're gonna drop one on the right, facing the left. Gonna drop one on the left, facing the right. Poison darts are gonna be the bulk of my damage for this run, which means they're gonna poison enemies as they walk past. Slowly take them down with poison damage, or they even touch my walls. Then even if the enemy somehow gets to my walls afterwards, the flame aura will be there to sort of just clean them up, you know. Or at least that's the plan. I'm gonna drop a poison dart here. Ideally, you want to have a PDT here as well, but right now I don't have my defense unit, so I'm just gonna hit G and then let the wave fine. This is such a good spot to be honest because it doesn't seem to be covering places that I really wanted to cover. So we might revise this location depending on how much damage it actually does in this wave. For the most part, you guys got to catch a glimpse of the build, and you guys can see that these poison darts are just helping to, whack enemies here. In fact, it's gonna help to get rid of this guy that stands there. So I guess this PT is alright. So one interesting fact for all you new players is that poison damage do not stack. So for example, if I have one poison dart tower hitting the dummy, and it does a DPS of 1 million, dropping a second poison dart on the same dummy is not gonna do 2 million damage, because a lot of the poison dart tower's damage comes from its poison ticks, and these poison ticks do not stack. Alright. What's interesting is that you generally want to get the poison ticks out, such as what I'm doing right now, so that when enemies come out of spawn, they get ticked on, they get attacked by the poison, then they travel, gets tagged, slowly ticked down by the poison, and then eventually when the poison wear off, they walk into range of another PDT, which have you can see from this side. I've actually set this guy up. You guys can see that the first wave was really easy. I don't think my wall took much damage at all. Yep, you guys see this wall took a bit of damage. I have no idea why, but generally, really easy and stuff. But anyway, poison did succeed. I was missing a poison dart tower on the far side of the lane. I'll be showing you guys another tower which I will use for this build. Flamethrower. Because on this map, enemies tend to stack up in front of your walls. So you might wanna try and do a flame aura. I can see the range, which is really annoying. But if you can actually see the range, you should be able to pull off a flame aura very nicely. The range. So I'm just gonna drop it here and hopefully beat the range of the wall. From experience, it should be in range. This flamethrower is a bit in danger, so not sure if I'm actually gonna place it here. The lane is not really having issue though, so I might just consider not doing a flamethrower there. Alright, gonna come up here. Drop a flamethrower at this location because it's gonna hit the wall, and then sometimes enemies walk past here to get burned as well. That's nice. And as I said earlier, I will need a poison dart here to maximize the so-called damage of my poison. So that's just what I'm gonna do. This is also a nice spot for flamethrowers because they can sneak up on the enemy and just hit them from the back. Not really important to hit them from the back, but just do some AoE damage. Nice, pretty nice AoE damage. It's okay if you don't want to use flamethrower, that's perfectly fine. I'm actually gonna drop a PDT here as well because enemies have a tendency to stand on these locations, like on the staircase. One PDT is here as well, just to stack darts. I have no idea why some people say that poison darts are weak. I've actually heard a lot of people, or what they call it, naysayers, say that poison darts are only strong when you get to like Chaos 6 and 7, Chaos 5 and 6 rather, because that's when they get their explosive poison and enhanced poison shards, which is totally not true. You guys can see that PDTs are pretty much just carrying me in this game fairly easily. Not really even required to do much with all these poison darts just lying around. Just gonna hit G actually. There's no point wasting time to just upgrade stuff. Upgrade them as the waves go. One interesting piece of information is that if you're trying to upgrade it during the poison dart is actually gonna stop attacking. So let me show you. If I upgrade it now, it's gonna stop attacking. That's perfectly normal. But if you are upgrading a flame aura, the flame aura actually does not stop attacking. So there's a bit of discrepancy here, I guess. I have no idea why Trendy made it this way. Not sure if it's a bug, not sure if it's intended, not sure if they feel that auras should not be, paused or disabled when upgrading, but that's just how it is. Actually gonna invest a bit more gems onto this flame aura here because earlier you saw that this wall took the most amount of damage. And I always tell you guys on my video the way to determine which towers to upgrade is basically just look at the health of the walls on the lanes, upgrade the towers on the lane that is supposedly the weakest. But as you guys can see here, enemies have a tendency to stack here at this location, and I do not have a solution to get rid of them. Like I don't have a good way to kill them, so I might have to adjust some of my defenses of these enemies that get stuck there. The lane is doing really well as this lane on the side here, barely even taking any damage. Poison Dart should be doing a lot of work, 15 kills already. Actually finished the wave, that's nice. Alright, so side is okay, but like up there, enemies are stepping up in a bad location. So we are actually gonna grab one of my flamethrowers. Grab this guy. He's doing perfectly fine. This thing does not need a flamethrower here. Probably not even helping much. But once again, it's easy to gauge which lanes need work. Wall health. So we know that they stack up here, right? And we know that this PDT covers here. So there's this gap in between this area, which we can actually drop a poison dart tower for. Like drop a PDT this way. It's able to supplement this gap on a hit G as well. Just so I can actually upgrade my PDTs while the enemies are spawning. So we're gonna get a bit of Drakins on this lane, it's fine. Drakins are not really a threat. It's really tanky enemies when you are starting out. So it's not something you cannot kill, it's just something that's really annoying to kill. I remember the first time I did this map in the campaign, Drakins actually gave me a lot of problems. Like, I've actually lost games solely because I couldn't kill the Drakins, and that felt really bad. Now that I'm used to just running poison darts and towers which are generally good, Drakins aren't that much of an issue. Alright, gonna just stun him, do a bunch of stuff, provoke him even, and then just do hero damage. Oh, he's actually gonna aggro me, that's fine. It's not gonna kill me anyway. Like, one of the biggest issues I had with Drakins when I was initially doing the campaign was because Drakins are they're kinda standing here, like on this area of the stairs. And back then I didn't really know too much about positioning. I did not know that I should place towers to cover the stairs as well. I just stacked everything in front of my walls. So when a Draken actually got to this location here, I had no towers that could deal with it. So I was like panicking. I didn't really adjust my towers. I didn't shift them around. I just tried to damage them, which didn't really work out too well. As you guys can see, this flamethrower is helping out as well, really strong. For any viewers that are currently watching, anyone watching this video, I'm actually doing ramparts on chaos. Ramparts on hard difficulty. So if you guys are doing this on easy, you guys are gonna have a much easier time just getting through this. I'm having a bit of so-called issues, not really having issues even, but it's just a bit tougher for me because I'm trying to do it on this hard difficulty here, which is supposed to be slightly harder. And as you guys can see, there's gonna be some enemies spawning, unfortunately. Right, I mean there's gonna be air units, so I'm gonna drop a poison dart and see if we can cover. Nope, I'm just gonna do a sky guard actually, even though I do not have a relic on him. Just gonna do a sky guard here, because what's gonna happen is that there's gonna be some dragons flying in from the wyvern, and I do not want to not have a tower here. I'm gonna do a sky guard just to do some damage. Even though I do not actually have a for it, it's fine. Just gonna let the sky guard slowly take the enemy down. I'm gonna help out with the damage as well. So as you guys can see, there's gonna be quite a bit of air units flying in right now. PDTs are gonna help to just them, but not enough to kill them. And I'm gonna just do the damage on my own, I guess. Alright, just gonna hit them with something. Actually, what character do I even hit them with? That's the real question, right? I guess I'll just wait for them to fly lower and actually just smack the hell out of them. There's no real good way to prevent them from getting to your core at all, unless you're like super freaking good. Actually reach them, it's annoying. I mean the other air units are just dying, it's just this one guy that's super tanky and stuff. So just gotta kill him. What's his state? This Gaga will be able to take out all the other units. No idea why he's not attacking though. Did you guys see this? He's like stuck or something. I don't think this was intentional, but since he's stuck, that's nice. Just left click him. Maybe you guys can try to like get him stuck as well. Okay, just put a bit more towers in the middle. Cause to be honest, all the other lanes aren't even having issues. The moment when I'm doing like an AFK build in campaign ramparts with like really bare minimum gear, it's kind of chill, I guess. So for some reason he's really stuck. Awkward. Just gonna kill him there. You guys can see that's taking a while. Ideally you wanna use like all the guy. Ideally you wanna use just a squire and poke him and just make him just squire. Should be fine. Should be easy. Just stay on the gate, stand on something and then try to pull him. He's actually gonna hit the door control for one hit there. And you guys saw what I did just now. My wall died. One of my blockades died, but I did not really panic or anything. I did not go take a look. I did not have to support it because I know that like I have enough experience with the game to know what's going on, like why it died. So when things happen, I don't really. No, I'm not feeling the need to actually go check it out and see what's going on. So, but basically what happened was the war died to range units which are kind of standing out of range of my towers. So, given that kind of logic, war dies, these range units will move forward, and then because they move forward, they're gonna die to my auras and stuff. So I wasn't really worried about it. You know, if you guys saw that the war died, you guys were like, oh, why wasn't he reacting to it? That's basically the reason why. And I actually got a medallion, so I'm gonna check out my the next video probably. And if you guys like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, give me a follow over at my Twitch channel, which will be linked down in the description below. Also, do check out my all-in-one guide on Google Spreadsheets, which I'll be linking in the description as well. Because that's supposedly very helpful for new players. There's a lot of useful tips, ascensions, progressions guide. There's even a lot of other stuff as well that basically just teaches you how to play the game better. Or help you min-max a bit, help you get to your intended point in the game earlier than what you can generally achieve just by exploring on your own. So definitely check that out. Otherwise, I'm glad that there's people who actually enjoy this playthrough series, and I'll definitely be putting out more videos unless I'm doing some other content already. And I will see you guys either in my Twitch live streams or in my next videos. Bye.